Good evening. This is the Dean of All Things Spicy with Conjured Vapors Peppers, and I'm here to do a pepper review for you. So this is a pod sent to me by my friend Jake Cole. It's a cross of his. This is a chocolate Primotalli crossed with an orange Bhutlah. And for those who don't know, a Bhutlah is a ghost crossed with a doodlah, 7-pot doodlah. So let's cut her open and see what she looks like on the inside. Handy dandy knife. Sorry I haven't come on and do reviews in a few days. After my challenge on Saturday, I really kind of wanted my belly to settle down a little bit. So I did burn yesterday, just not here. Smells like a knife. See what she looks like on the inside. It's a pretty pod. So I'm not going to do anything more than cut it open and just put it back together. I'm not going to open it again because it's his cross. I'm not going to say to save seeds. So let's try it and see how she tastes. So it's a gorgeous pod. When you first bite into it, you get a very, very citrusy flavor. No sweetness at all, which is kind of strange. Usually citrusy kind of sort of goes with sweet. The citrusy pretty much stays throughout the pod, but then a slight bitterness and a slight floral flavor follow behind it. And then the rest of the chewing after about halfway through is just pepper forward. So it's a good neutral pepper. I don't know if I can describe the heat level to you right now, as my tolerance is extremely high after eating the 77 7-pot Primos on Saturday. And I did a tincture challenge yesterday, so I'm guesstimating, very roughly guesstimating, about 1.4 million Scoville, maybe 1.3. The burn is pretty much the front middle of my tongue. But again, remember, I have a very, very, very high tolerance right now after what I did on Saturday. This might be hotter than that. I couldn't honestly tell you. It's a very tasty pepper. I really like it. Most orange pods don't hit this strongly. Trying to see if the burn migrates at all. I'm surprised there's nothing in the back of my throat. I'm swallowing some saliva, seeing if it hits the back of my throat, but it hasn't yet. It's a great general super hot. I tend to like orange pods. I like yellow and peaches more, but I tend to like orange pods because more often than not, that citrus flavor replaces the bad floral flavors or the bad floral flavors that most people think of. So it does seem like it's still climbing a little bit. I'm still thinking 1.3 to 1.4 million. I think maybe the bird's just lingering versus climbing. I really, really, really like the aftertaste on my tongue right now. It's very citrusy. Due to that, I think this would make an amazing sauce. Citrus tends to bring out flavor of sauces, so I don't think you would have to add much citrus if you were to use this pod. It's unreleased right now, but once Jake does release it, it's going to be a great pod for sauces. If you were to cook with this pod, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I would do with this. Let me think for a second. It's a very general flavor. So, in general flavor, pods go well in just about anything. You have to have a strong flavor if you want to pair it with something, right? Whether it's strong sweetness, whether it's strong floral, whether it's strong bitterness, whether, a general flavor pod that's not strong in any of those, it doesn't really matter truly the pairing flavor. But I'm just thinking on my palate right now what would go really well with this pepper. You're probably going to laugh. Ramen. I think it would go really well with ramen. I'd probably chop it up very, very finely and throw it in some ramen. Preferably homemade ramen versus packaged, but or ramen restaurant. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what I'd do with it. Sorry. For a pepper that didn't hit my throat at all, kind of strange that it just affected me like that. Unless it's just the fact that I have fall allergies currently. That could be what that was. Excuse me. Sorry about that. So, good pod. It's made my nose run a little bit. Slight watering in my eyes. No tears have fallen. The burn is still lingering. Still the front half of my tongue. This is a good long-lasting burn. If my tolerance wasn't this high, it would probably hurt. Anyway, this is the Dean of all things spicy. Thank you for watching. Have a beautiful night. I'm out.